in this video, we are going to solve 2023-2024 UNIPORT Chemistry Post UTME question. Now, these are questions that they repeated in what 2023-2024, right? So, if you are going to write UNIPORT Post UTME and you are going to write chemistry, now I don't just want to just watch this video, but I want you to actually look at the topics the question came from. Just so it's very important to know these things here. By the end of this video, I want to show you a free PDF. So if you can stick to the end of this video, I'm going to show you two PDF. One chemistry PDF that explain the periodic table. Just because periodic table used to come out in the exam, so I want to share I can get that one for free. The next one I'm going to share with you is what the 45 physics exam possible question. Now, these are questions they will likely ask you. So out of the 45 questions, they might say like 4, 5, 6, or 10 of them in the exam. So it's very important you pay close attention. So let's get into it. Now, they say that which of the following is not a noble gas? Like, which of the following is not a noble gas? So it's under periodic table. Just so you need to understand periodic table. That is why I said I'm going to share a free PDF that contains everything about what the periodic table, so you can just read them, right? Now we know that neon is a noble gas, right? Neon is a noble gas, right? They are what? Group 8. Just like that what group 8 what element, or they're called group 0 what element. Neon is a noble gas, argon is a noble gas, helium is a noble gas, right? So the one is not noble gas is what is hydrogen. Hydrogen is not a noble gas. So this is the answer. Now you might say that this question is very easy, right? Now in the exam you might not see this one. So that is why you need to go get the free PDF. This is how you can read everything about what the periodic table. So this one is very easy, right? So hydrogen, of course, hydrogen. If you're a science student, of course, you should not take this question. Very easy. Now let's go to our question number 2. What is the chemical formula for silver? No, what is the chemical symbol for silver? Right? And that is why you need to understand the various elements. You need to know the elements. Now these are things you need to know. Elements in the periodic table. Now the first 30 elements. Remember we have the first 20 elements, right? So most of you are already familiar with the first 20 elements. Like for hydrogen, helium, it's available to calcium. Another thing you want to know is the first 10 transition elements. Now you not only know them, you also know their symbol. So if someone asks you what is the symbol of magnesium, you should know. What is the symbol for zinc, you should know. What is the symbol for iron, you should know. These are things you are supposed to know as a chemistry student, right? Now you don't only want to know the symbol, right? You want to know the atomic number and the atomic mass. Just these are things to put in your head. The atomic number and the atomic mass. So that is why you want to get what the free PDF, because everything inside that PDF, right? So what is the chemical symbol for silver? Now this guy is silicon. SI is what is silicon. Just like SI is what is silicon. AG is what is silver. This is symbol for what? For silver. Remember, these are symbol are somehow derived from their Latin name, right? So silver is what is AG. AU is what is gold. Right there. AU is what is gold, while SN is what is tin. So this guy is what is silicon. This guy is what is silicon. This one is what is silver. Right there. This one is what is gold. GOLD. Why is it called is tin? Just that. So these are things you need to pay close attention. So the answer is what is B. The answer is what is B. Right? Now before I proceed further, now I have set a mock test on chemistry. I've set a mock test on chemistry. If you know that I want to take the mock test, there are two things you do here. If you know that I want to take part in the mock test, there are two things you do here. Now comment at the comment section that you want to take the mock test. If you comment at the comment section that you want to take the mock test, what I'll do, I'm going to send you the link for you to what get what the for you to go take what the mock test, so that you can know if you are really ready or not, or if you are actually ready for the exam. Just now when it comes to chemistry, there are about 50 questions in chemistry, random question, cut across the various what cut across the various cut across the various topics in chemistry, and the one that you would like ask. Just now, so if you take that one, that is when you know if you understand or not, right? So if you want to take part in that mock test, just really like make sure that you want to take part in the chemistry mock test for UNIPORT, and I'm saying what the link. Another thing I want to do is that so join our community, our free community. The link will be at the description below. So we are done with what question one. I want to ask question two. Let me wipe it out. Three. Which of the following is a greenhouse gas? Which of the following is a greenhouse gas? Now, this is where I want to explain. Now, what do you understand by greenhouse? What do you understand by greenhouse? And what gases are what are greenhouse? When we talk about greenhouse, now these are gases that absorb the what infrared light from the sun. Remember, here we have the earth, right? Here we have what the earth here, right? And here we have the sun, right? The sun emits ultraviolet ray, right? The sun always emits ultraviolet ray. Just now, there are some certain gas in the atmosphere that absorb that ray. Just they are called greenhouse. So those gases are called greenhouse gases because they prevent the sun, the ray coming from the sun to actually what to actually have much effect on us. Just so those gases that actually what filter or prevent the too much ultraviolet ray or absorb the ultraviolet ray from the sun are called greenhouse gases. Now we have about six of them. The first one is what carbon dioxide, CO2. I did that one, the first one, carbon dioxide. So carbon dioxide is one of what the greenhouse gas. Just okay, let's say one, two is what is methane. We was CH4. So methane is one of the greenhouse gas. Just methane is one of the greenhouse gas. Number three, water vapor. Water vapor, which was H2O. Now, water vapor is also one of the greenhouse gas you need to pay close attention to, right? Now, number four, nitrous oxide. Nitrous oxide. Just nitrous oxide, which was N2O. Nitrous oxide. So nitrous oxide is also one of the what greenhouse gas. And number five is called ozone. This is what we call the ozone layer. Just so now ozone is also one of the greenhouse gas. So the ozone layer, which is what O3. This is that ozone. Number six is what CFC. Now what is CFC? CFC, chlorofluorocarbon. Chlorofluorocarbon. Do you understand? So now these are, please take all this down. They are very, very important. Please take all this down. They are very, very important. So these are the greenhouse gases: carbon dioxide, methane, water vapor, nitrous oxide, ozone. Here we have chlorofluorocarbon. Just that is it. Now, so what would not be the answer here? So that which of the following is a what greenhouse gas, right? So this guy is not a greenhouse gas because it's not among them. Nitrogen is not the greenhouse gas. Carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas. So this is what is answer. Just C is what is the answer. As easy as that, right? So now before you continue here, to get the free PDF is very easy. Now, first what to do here is to what subscribe to this YouTube channel, right? Subscribe to this YouTube channel, then share this link to your various group that you are when you need purpose sharing. Copy this link now and share to all the group. Just now once you have done that, what you want to do here is that comment at the comment section that you need the free PDF. Just now there are two PDF I'm going to send to you, right? Number one, the free PDF that contain the 45 physics possible exam question. Just so these are questions from the question bank when it comes to physics. Just cut across the various topics. Hope you understand. Next, I want to share with you is what is free PDF for periodic table. Just that contain everything about the periodic table, including everything to understand and the questions you need to understand. To just so to get the free PDF, share this link, subscribe to this channel if you have not done that. Then another thing you want to do here is what is a comment at the comment section that you need what the free PDF, and I will see it saying the link as easy as that, right? So let's look at what this question number what for. What is the formula for the sulfuric acid? Now, as a student, you need to understand sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid also is the same as what tetraodosulfate 6 acid, which is what H2SO4. I the H2SO4. Let's call hydrochloric acid. So I want this called hydrochloric acid. Do you understand? Here called sulfuric acid. This is the answer. Here called sodium hydroxide. Here called nitrate acid. This is called nitrate acid. I get this called nitric acid. Now we also have nitric acid. Just that. So you need to know all the formulas. You need to know all the formulas. Now, all the questions I got from this legitimate purpose semi past question. Just that all the questions I got for what this legitimate purpose semi past question. If you know that you don't have the legitimate purpose semi past question, probably you are doing wrongly. Just I need to what get the legitimate purpose semi past question directly from the school. Now to get the legitimate purpose semi past question, there's a link I description below that will take to what go get what the legitimate purpose semi past question. Just it's very cheap, it's what you can afford, and there are so many benefits for you buying your purpose semi past question. One, you have direct access to me to ask any of your question. Just so any information I have, I always send them. I always send the information to my students, which is one of the great advantages to what have this what online copy. Just now once you have the online copy, that is where you get all the bonuses. Just so we are done with what this question number what 4. So let's look at what question number 5. Now this we call pH, and this is where most students actually what have issues with. Although I've done a complete video on pH. I've done a complete video on pH, right? But let's just solve this question and say what is the pH of a solution with a hydrogen ion concentration of 1 times exponential what minus 8. That means if you look at it very well, H plus is given to you as what 1 times 10 or 8 what molarity. Just they ask you to what to calculate what the pH. They ask you to what to calculate what the pH. This start. So how do you calculate the pH? Right? Remember pH is equal to what? Minus log H plus. It's okay. Now, but understand that you will not be allowed to enter the example with calculator. Just now because this guys really know that you will not use, like it's just like jam. This guy really know that you will not be allowed to use calculator. Now all the questions I'm going to give to you under what that all the value that I want to give to you here is going to be what 1 times 10 to minus something exponents. Just now please take note. If you want to confirm it here, go and confirm it. Go and check all the jam past question and the posterior past question. Now any question on pH, it always comes in this format. The coefficient must be 1. The rest power anything at all. Just so when you have this kind of thing here, when you have this kind of thing, you don't need to solve again because the pH is always equal to what the pH is always equal to what to the exponent. Just so now if you have so like pH is equal to minus log, here we have 1 times 10 of minus what minus 8, right? Now the pH what happens is that this guy will cancel out this guy. Just so what happens is going to be what 8. These are the answers. It's going to be what 8. This is now what the answer. So now over there you have pH or pH, right? I don't want to go through that one now. More of this question will be coming. That is why you want to join my private 1-on-1 class. You want to join my private 1-on-1 class, it's 10,000 naira. You want to cover maths, chemistry, and physics. Just for not your exam. Just for 2025 past question, 2025 question. Just So the answer the answer pH equals to 8. You get your exponent here. Just more of this question will be coming up again. So let's look at question 6. Please, if you are following this class far, please give it a like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Just and subscribe to this YouTube channel, right? So question 6. Which of the following is a primary alcohol? Look at something here. You need to understand alcohol. You need to understand what alcohol very well. You need to understand alcohol, right? Here we have methanol, CH3C, ethanol. Here we have ethanol. Here we have propanol. Here we have CH3OH. And we have CH2, 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 CH2OH. Now look at them here. Here we have A, B, C, and D. Check it very well. Now, which one will likely be the answer? Just now we have call type of alkanol. We have call primary alkanol, secondary alkanol, tertiary alkanol. Do you understand? Now, this question is not correct. The main reason why this question is not correct because the position of the OH was not stated. Just and the position of the OH is not stated. So let me explain type of alkanol. Let me just briefly explain type of alkanol. But I've done a complete video on that. I've done a complete video on organic chemistry. But those videos are not actually online. They are actually what in my private group or my private class. So students who pay to join my private class will have access to all these videos and more PDF. Now let me explain to you. Let me just give you a brief explanation. So when we talk about type of alkanol, right? What make an alkanol is what is OH. OH. This is what make an alkanol what an alkanol. Do you understand? Now, the carbon atom that carry the alkanol, right? Do you look at what the alkyl attached to? For example, here we have carbon here, OH. Here we have hydrogen, and what and hydrogen. Now, this carbon atom that carry the OH here do not have anything at all. It only have hydrogen, right? Now you cannot classify this one as any type of alkanol. This is just methanol. This is the simplest form of alkanol. Do you understand? Now, if one of the hydrogen is replaced by an alkyl group, if for example here we have argo here, C, hydrogen and hydrogen, here we have OH. Now, the carbon atom that carry OH have one alkyl group. This is called primary. This is primary what alkanol. It's called primary what alkanol. So why is it primary alkanol? The carbon atom that bears the OH have only one alkyl group. Just and a clear example is what is CH3C hydrogen OH. An example is what is this ethanol. Just and it's called the ethanol. Now this one you are seeing here is called methanol. Right, this one you are seeing here is called methanol. This one you are seeing is called ethanol. Do you understand? Now methanol is not any type of alkanol. Do you understand? So this guy is out already. Just because for you to have that primary, secondary, tertiary here, the carbon atom that carry OH must carry an alkyl group. Just this guy does not carry any alkyl group, only carry hydrogen, right? So it's not classified as any alkanol at all. So it's out of it. Now, this guy you are seeing here is called ethanol. It can only be primary alkanol. Just it can only be primary. So ethanol cannot be primary, it cannot be secondary or tertiary. Why? Because it only have two carbon atoms here. The carbon atom that bears the OH only have one alkyl group. Do you understand? So this one is called primary. Do you understand? This is called what? Primary. Now, since I understand on this one here, let's look at this other one here. Look at this other one. Let's look at what this guy here. If you look at this guy here, we have CH3, CH2, CH2OH. Now, remember, If you look at this guy here, let me just get that again. CH2, CH2, C, hydrogen, OH, right? Now remember, this OH have this carbon atom. This OH is attached to this carbon atom that bears only one alkyl. This is called one alkyl group. Do you understand? Now, this one can also be regarded as what? As primary. As primary alkanol. Idea. However, you can also shift this OH down to this second carbon atom here. Because here, look at something here. If you shift this one down here, you also get the same thing. Just let me explain to you. If this carbon atom should come here, this is what I'm going to get. Carbon here, OH, hydrogen, what? CH2. This is that. Hope you understand. So this guy are the same. So you cannot get secondary or tertiary. You can only get primary. So ethanol can only be primary, right? Now this butanol, this guy here, it can be primary because if the OH is attached to the first carbon atom here, you now have this carbon atom here. Remember, what is primary alkanol? Primary alkanol, the carbon atom that carry the OH have one alkyl, that is have one alkyl group, that is one group attached to it. How do you know it's one group attached to it? Right? Now, let me go back to this other stuff again. Here we have hydrogen, and hydrogen, we have what? OH, right? Because that this carbon atom that carry OH do not have any group at all. That's why it's not regarded as anyone, right? If you check it very well, this carbon atom that carry OH have two hydrogen and one alkyl group here. This is known as what? Arrow. That's why it's called primary, right? Now, however, if she was shift the position, however, if you shift the position of the OH, like this OH is there, let's shift to that point here. I want to get something like this: CH2, COH, CH2, hydrogen, right? Yes, you have something like this. So what happened here? This carbon atom here, the carry the OH, have two alkyl group. Do you understand? Now, because it have two alkyl group here, whenever a carbon atom that carry the OH have two alkyl group, it's called secondary alkanol. Right there. So it is saying that this guy can have what? This propanol can exist as primary and what? And secondary. The same thing with this one too. This one can also exist as primary and what? As secondary. Now they ask here which of this can is what is primary alkanol. So the answer is this ethanol. The answer is what? Is this ethanol. As easy as that. Hope you understand as easy as that. So more of this video will come your way. Now that is why I want you to want to join my private community or join my membership where I'm going to see videos on a constant word basis. Right? So if you want a free PDF, then I come sure that you want need free PDF. But therefore, share this video to your various group just like because most people that want to write Igbo CMA, they look for this kind of class, but they cannot access it. So you that I'll be fortunate to work this kind of class, please copy the link and share to the group. Just and once you have done that, here, leave a comment section that you need the PDF. If you want to join my general class, is there. You want to get it, go to the description below. You see a link. If you want to join my, if you want to buy the past question here, the link will also be at the description below. Right? Thanks for watching. Don't miss out the next video.